note said that this is where we should be meeting the Almighty Merchant.
Oh, the looks on your faces tell me
so it is Dory.
searching
Okay.
for the Almighty Merchant. Yes? Welcome, welcome.
Yeah! How did you know? Wait, Dory? So you're the Almighty Merchant Layla mentioned?
Why so surprised? Every vendor and customer in the Grand Bazaar knows that Lord Sangama Bay possesses the widest and most magical range of goods. Almighty, supreme, omnipotent, these and many more are my exclusive epithets. Any other merchant thinking of using one can forget it, unless they're prepared to pay millions of mora in licensing fees.
Guess Paimon should have known.
Yeah, whatever, but back to business. I'm surprised that Layla sent you here on her behalf. I suppose she must be busy enjoying the Beast Tamer tournament,
Well, no, she's busy with other stuff.
Sounds like you two get along pretty well. You know a lot about what's going on.
It has nothing to do with getting along. Layla previously bought a few things for me. They weren't the most valuable goods, but it was still a lot of mora for a student. So naturally, I now keep tabs on her activity, which is why I know that she's taking part in a very suspicious tournament.
Do you have any intel?
Something just didn't feel right. As it happens, I do have some goods I'm trying to get off my hands. They're a little hot for my liking, but so far no takers. They're also taking up space, so I think I'll just give them to you.
This is just a bunch of spare parts and random notes.
I'm told this is a device and some documents that the organizer attempted to destroy.
I'm sure it's mechanical parts and research notes on the Wisdom Orb.
But they were careless. Some people will scavenge through anything hoping for a chance to get rich. Sure enough, someone fished these out of the water and sent them to me.
Now that Paimon takes a closer look, this looks similar to the recipe for floral jelly. And these parts look like they came from a Wisdom Orb. Maybe they were used during the experiment phase. Let's hold on to them for now and have Miku take a look later. Maybe she'll notice if there's anything fishy about them. Yeah, seems like our worries were well placed after all. But Paimon still wants to hang out with Bongo Head.
I don't know what you two are talking about, but it sounds like these items might prove useful to you. Tell you what, I'll give you a discount. 60 million mora. Thank you for your business.
Huh? Why, you sneaky little...
I'm just kidding. No one gives a hoot about these items except for you and the Matra. We have other business to do today. Consider this a little extra I'm throwing in to sweeten the deal. Show me Layla's list. I just need to know what she wants. Once I finish stacking up the goods, I'll send someone to deliver them to her so that you don't have to.
That's a relief.
That's convenient. That's nice,
I
yeah.
thought all our efforts were gonna go down the drain. We couldn't afford that price even if we won the top prize.
I can't afford that in my normal inventory.
Flour mixed with matsutake powder, a vintage jam, zaytun peach juice? Is this really the fungi diet? How did Layla even find that out?
Paimon still feels kinda uneasy about all this, but we don't have much time. Let's continue with the competition. If Kautilya really is plotting something, we'll expose him in front of everyone during the ultimate trial.
Alright. Let's go up against this guy. Let's try this.
I can see you're serious about this. Good. Time to put my years of rigorous training to full use.
Years?
Now, Prepare to witness the power of my all-cryo fungi team.
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Give them a taste of your super water balloon!
Vaporize everyone. Yeah.
That all you got? Couldn't melt a snowflake with that.
Talk with just one fungi left. Just saying.
Impossible! My team has been defeated?
Whew! That was a hard-won battle. You and your buddies put up a good fight, Bungo Head.
Easy.
Traveler, Paimon, I saw you guys made it to the next round. Congrats.
Hey, Layla! You're looking well today. And Twirly Whirly looks really happy. Guess you won your last round, too.
It was a close call. I only won by a hair. Oh, I'm so glad I trained with Miss Yai beforehand. Also, the almighty merchant just sent someone to deliver the stuff I ordered. Thank you so much. I'm gonna go catch up on some rest with Twirly Whirly now. My stamina's running low. Let's keep the volume down.
Speaking of Miss Yai, where did Miko go?
She left in a hurry with Soka. I guess they must have had something urgent to do. Also, I think they were escorted by a mercenary from the Corps of 30. When I returned to the arena, they were already quite a distance away. It didn't feel right to run after them and ask what they were up to.
Yeah, maybe publishing house duties.
Miko's been putting a lot of time into the tournament lately, so Paimon wouldn't be surprised if she had a lot of chief editor work to catch up on. She also said that she wanted to look for inspiration while enjoying her vacation. The mercenary was probably just their tour guide. We shouldn't worry about it.
Let's not think too.
The quarterfinals are coming up. To me, this is the most important round. I'm a little nervous, but let's all do our best.
Yeah! We've all done really well to come this far in the tournament. Keep it up, Layla! Right! We have to stay vigilant. Okay, let's take some photos of the items we got from Dory to add to the ones we took this morning. We'll show them all to Miko when we see her next.
Sounds like a plan.
It's time for the quarterfinals! Our opponent is definitely gonna be a tough one this time. It's shoot!
Let's hope so. It's been pretty easy so far.
Ugh, it's you. The uncultured swine of the Nilut Pala Cup.
Well, unnecessary.
Hey, you potty mouth! What's your problem?
The way you dote on your fungi. It's pathetic. What a joke. You make a mockery of the philosophy of the greatest beast tamer of all, the mighty Henia.
Greatest beast tamer of all? Ha! That's debatable.
You keep telling yourself that. You were never gonna come close to facing Hania. Time for you to go home.
We'll see about that, sir. Okay.
Let's finish this with a water balloon meteor strike!
Getting jacked up. Still got this.
Hey! No backing down! We fight to the end!
Alright, we were getting jacked up. We got this.
No! This can't be happening! I trained my fungi non-stop! Maybe I should have been harder on them.
Well, we beat him, but somehow Paimon isn't really in the mood to celebrate.
Well, training them non-stop probably made them fatigued. They weren't 100%. If I had to take a guess.
Traveler, Paimon, I made it through.
That's amazing, Layla! You reached your goal!
I heard you won against the unstoppable Hardy Two Blades, but you don't seem too happy about it. How come?
Because he was an ass.
It's just that... he was really mean. He said some weird things.
I see what you mean. Yeah, somehow beast tamers like him make me feel a little... sad. Yeah, he clearly doesn't know anything about Hania. He's just making assumptions about what she's like based on a vague impression and even trying to copy her. I'm sure Hania would feel uneasy about it too if she knew. Also, he's so cruel to his shroom buddies when they could have been friends. It's not just his loss either. It brings all the other contestants down.
Right! You have the right mindset, Layla. If only everyone was like you, this whole tournament would feel a lot less gloomy.
But it's only because I'm not aiming as high. I just want to be able to take Twirly Whirly back to live with me. That's all. Oh, looks like the next fight is you against me.
Oh no.
Let's just try to enjoy ourselves. It doesn't matter who wins. This is just a little contest between friends.
All right, time to see who's the strongest fungi. Twirly Whirly or Bongo Head. Loser buys dinner for the winner.
Whatever deal this is, you seem very happy about it. Did I miss anything big while I was gone?
Kind of.
Miko, you're back! Finally! You snuck off without saying anything last time, so we didn't get to tell you about the evidence evidently, we have some things to discuss with you.
Yes, well, it's been quite the ordeal for me, too. I only entered this tournament for a bit of fun, but now I've ended up in the semi-finals. I've barely had any time at all to spend with Soka and the others gathering source material for the novel. I'm sure you two will have a wonderful time in your fun and friendly match. I, on the other hand, have to take mine a little more seriously. I'm up against that stubborn young lady, after all.
Yeah, who knew it'd get to this point? Miss Yai has to face off against Hania.
Look on the bright side. Maybe Miko will help us defeat Hania. But that means
I hope
we won't
Miko
get to
wins,
show Hania the
but I
error
doubt
of
it.
our ways ourselves. Whatever. Paimon just doesn't want to see Miko lose.
Yeah, I hope Miko wins, but I doubt it. we probably have to face off with Hania in the finals, grand finals. Participate in the semifinals. Alright. Let's see, I wonder what happens if you lose. That'd be fun. Spar with Layla, not battle against her.
I'm feeling nervous, but excited at the same time. You don't have to go easy on me. Twirly Whirly and team have weathered plenty of tough challenges already, and they know how to put up a good fight. So you and your shroom buddies can give it your all.
Well then, prepare for battle, Layla and Twirly! Use your happy, clappy water balloons, Fungo Head! Definitely.
Twirly, quick! Do the thing! Up with the wind vortex!
Do the thing. Getting jacked up.
Hang in there, Twirly! You can still do this!
Oh, we got this. We got this.
Oh shoot, we lost. But you and the gang put on the best show I've seen so far, Twirly Whirly. That was a real blast. I loved it. Thank you all. Twirly Whirly and I went out with a bang. Any other opponent, and we might be feeling a little disappointed right now. But we were definitely beaten by the best.
You did really well too, you know. Felt like we were one wrong move away from a very mushy bongo. Just letting the fungi do their thing and enjoying the match with no pressure to win, it was a good feeling.
Yeah, that's how it should be.
Every match could be as carefree as that. Meanwhile, Miko's busy duking it out with Hania. Oh, Paimon's so nervous for her. Let's go see how she's doing.
Are we getting to actually watch fight? Oh, I guess not.
Huh? It's over already? Then why is the atmosphere so heavy? Does this mean Miko won?
Doubt it.
Your match is over too? You took your time. I'm assuming it was a close call.
You sound way too relaxed for someone who just fought in the semifinals. Bet it was a walk in the park, huh?
Yes, ours was as far from a close call as you could get. All it took was a few short, sharp strikes for Blitzara and I
To win.
to be beaten by Hania.
Yeah.
Huh?
What? You think this is funny? Am I a joke to you?
Far from it, Hania. I know full well how serious you are about all this, from your ironclad determination to annihilate an entire species. How would I ever dare mock you?
Yeah, okay. Pretty backhanded, Miko.
That said, if you continue down this path and find that it leads somewhere quite different from what you had hoped, what will become of that ironclad determination then? I look forward to finding out.
That's not your concern.
Running away so soon?
Miss Yai lost the match, but why is Hania the one who seemed upset?
Because Miko got to her.
The situation gets more interesting with each development. Blitzara injured Pyro 1 soon after the match started, and Hania was clearly quite distressed. I simply pointed out that she's still deceiving herself, and her defenses began breaking down. She's more fragile than I'd imagined.
You mean Hania isn't as heartless as she tries to make herself out to be? So she does care about Pyro 1, but she didn't mean to show it in front of you.
Right answer. Now's our chance to get through to her. You, my little friends, are the only ones who can get her back onto the right path.
But Hania's long gone now. Where should we look for her?
Well, right now, I'm sure she must be wondering what it is that has made her suddenly start doubting herself after all this time. The answer lies with the three of you. I'm sure you all know where she's gone to.
The place where I first met the traveler in Paimon?
Good point. It was when Layla mentioned her plan to bring her shroom buddies back home with her that Hania's mood suddenly changed. Layla, it seems like you're onto something.
Maybe not complete annihilation, but more like just take them all in and not have them have the shrooms
Let's
ruin
catch up with Hania and set
people's
things
days.
straight.
I mean, that's a better alternative than just wiping them out.
You should stay here, little Layla. I understand that you want to help Hania, but she's not the kind of person you're good at dealing with. Leave it to them this time.
That's true. And if I said something that struck a nerve again, I'd only make things worse. Plus, you guys move pretty fast. If I tag along, I'd probably need to stop and gather my strength every 10...
Well, what are you waiting for, little one?
This is everything we've dug up so far, yeah. The
Oh.
evidence.
My, you've been busier than I thought. In return, I give you a blessing from me. Good luck. I'll share my thoughts the next time we meet.
Alright.
Hania should be around here somewhere. Pyro 1 follows her everywhere. We should be able to track her down through its elemental traces.
Oh yeah.
Search the
Good
area
idea.
with elemental sight.
I'm so glad they say something because nobody uses elemental sight for like anything because there's no point of using it except for the Sealies.
How did you find me here?
We follow Pyro 1's tracks. We're a little worried about you. Wait a second. Are you comforting Pyro 1?
She totally was.
The irony, I know. And I'd probably be enjoying it if Pyro 1 were any other animal than a fungi. The next time we meet will be in the finals. Whatever you have to say, save it for if you beat me.
We want to understand where you're coming from.
The Fox Lady said you might say that. You're pure of heart, kind, and believe the best in things. You wouldn't understand if I tried to explain. So here, read this.
What is it?
Hania's note, okay. That's not very long, okay. Merchant log, expedition number 39, day 10 of the fungi invasion. Thankfully, we come across a group of farmers in the nearby area. They seem to have been trapped here by the aggressive fungi too, and have set up a temporary camp. The kind farmers brought sufficient provisions and medical herbs, and almost saved us all. But there were still several people who did not make it. The fungi surrounding this area are increasing in number, and they're still in the berserk state. We can't leave just yet, at least not before the fungi are gone. If they ever leave, it looks like we'll be staying here for a good while. Merchant log, expedition number 39, day 42 of the fungi invasion. I never thought that I'd become trapped by a bunch of fungi for so long. I still can't see any hope of getting away from this place. Rabbit took this axe and made an attempt to go fight the fungi, but he was stopped by the other farmers. Everyone knows that none of us are going to last long without the leader of the farmers around, but if the circumstances are enough to make the calmest and most composed farmer lose his cool, I can only imagine that the others feel. Everyone must be feeling pretty frustrated by now. The Zaytun peaches we pick from nearby areas and the remaining provisions are going to last a few more weeks. Following the farmer's suggestions, we have started looking for suitable seeds to grow our own food, and the camp needs an expansion. We have to make plans for the long term. We might eventually have to turn this place into a small village. The village full of fungi victims? How absurd. Hopefully we'll manage to keep ourselves from starving to death before the crops mature.
These are my ancestors' records. They were attacked by a horde of fungi in the rainforest. Many people were seriously injured. There was nothing exceptional about this incident at the time, and it certainly never made it into any official records. But my family have been reading it to me since I was a child, constantly warning me of the grave threat that fungi pose to us.
So, that's what happened. Oh, no wonder you're so hostile towards fungi. Yeah, and anyway, doesn't your family's experience make this tournament all the more meaningful? The Wisdom Orb finally means that humans and fungi can live in peace together.
I don't think her anger towards them will accept that.
It's not as simple as turning bad fungi into nice fungi with the Wisdom Orb. Plenty of scholars have experimented with similar things in my village in the past. But every one of them failed, gave up, and moved on. Even this new Wisdom Orb can only suppress the fungi's aggressive nature temporarily. Without this device, they're still extremely dangerous creatures. On top of that, the orb's intellectual boost makes the fungi unnaturally strong. Too much elemental energy in one place is not a good idea, especially for people in poor shape already. If you've got a sensitive constitution and you start using a Wisdom Orb, you're gonna start experiencing symptoms pretty quickly.
Wait, Layla's been coughing a lot lately. Could that be because of the Wisdom Orb?
As you'll be well aware by now,
Maybe.
all Caltilia cares about is his precious research. He just wants to expand his influence and increase the profile of the Beast Tamer event. Meanwhile, Alhingen's taking advantage of the situation. Impressed by Cautilia's research, he invested a huge sum into promoting the tournament, consequently lowering everyone's guard against the fungi. I don't trust either of them, period. I don't believe highly aggressive creatures like the fungi can coexist with humans. But I'm just another retired mercenary, so who's gonna listen to me?
Yeah, they were creeping around for whatever
All I can
reason.
do is play by their rules until victory is mine. Then I'll fight for the outcome I'm hoping for, and keep them from getting their way. I initially had a sliver of hope that you might help me in my endeavors. Guess that was pretty naive of me. But it doesn't matter what you think about all this, or what you think of me. I'm going to beat you, and then there will be nothing you can do to stop me. This notebook is just a relic from my past now. Do whatever you want with it. Because come the day of the final, I'm going to declare the execution of all fungi, including Pyro 1. It's time to say goodbye to the past.
That didn't go as planned. Well, there's only one option left. We gotta defeat Henia in the final match!
She says let go of the past, but she can't. Because she still feels that way about the fungi.
Didn't Hania mention something about other researchers in the past trying to stop the damage caused by fungi too? There should be more information in this notebook. Let's take a look.
More reading, okay. Merchant Log Expedition number 39, day 7 of the investigations, okay. The researchers seem to be planning to use some kind of capturing device to control the aggressive fungi. The code name of this device is a string of complicated terminology. They've also included a license of approval from academia. In addition, they're preparing something called the Withering Potion to suppress the fungi's activity, making them easier to control. Withering Potion, oh jeez. The Withering Potion also came with complex notes and official approval from the academia. Anyways, I'll record the information down for now. The bottom half of this page is filled with complex terms and comments. It's not hard to infer that whoever wrote them down did so by copying the research note word by word under a dim light. Okay. Merchant Log Expedition number 39, day 13 of the investigation. We failed again. When we returned to the village, 2 seriously wounded mercenaries insisted on quitting. Before going to bed, I heard the lead researcher arguing with a few subordinates. One of them tried to convince the lead researcher to give up on the withering potion, saying that they have gotten its function wrong from the very beginning. The outcome contradicted their expectations, and it could very well lead to their deaths. Another subordinate was yelling curses at an unfamiliar person. Judging from the details of their argument, it seems like someone has made a grave mistake. They're here to settle this mess, but upon witnessing the state of things, they start planning to drop everything and run. Something doesn't feel right, but I still need more evidence to make sure. Ellipses, okay.
These look like research notes. Guess Hania's ancestors kept them after the scholars left. Whew. This section looks super complicated. The handwriting is really bad, and there are too many technical terms. Paimon can't make heads or tails of this.
We can ask, what, Sino? We saw him for a little
Wait,
bit.
some of these look familiar, though. Oh, that's right. We saw them on the documents Dory gave us.
Oh, so the notes are connected. Gotcha.
All right, let's put them side by side. Go through carefully and try to figure out what's written in these notes.
Derived content. Contents compiled after combining the clues. The device remnants and the remains of the files that Dory gave you contains the same license of approval as the device recorded in the notes has. Evidently, these devices are considered technologically identical by the academia. Similarly, the formula for floral jelly shares many basic ingredients as medicinal principles with the withering potion from the notes. The only difference is that the amount of certain active ingredients applied into floral jelly is much lower than that of withering potion. Also, protective ingredients and so-called stabilizers were added to the floral jelly. So the withering potion made them stronger. If the floral jelly that we did to level them up made them stronger, that's probably what happened. And what they meant by unexpected something or other, I forget what I read. At this point, it can be roughly deduced that the remnants of the instruments that the organizer of the Nilapala Cup Beast Tamers tournament attempted to destroy utilize the technology outcomes of their capturing devices. And the floral jelly can be deemed as an upgrade of the withering potion with enhanced safety that can trigger a temporary boost of activity of fungi and let them gain some special powers while being activated. Yeah.
A capturing device?
Kind of what I said.
And a withering potion?
The device used to capture the fungi made them calm and approachable.
So that's how it went down. The fungi only attacked Hania's ancestors because of what that potion did to them. And then the researchers built that device to try and capture the angry fungi. Also, if floral jelly is just an improved version of the withering potion, and the wisdom orb isn't Cautilia's invention either, he's basically giving someone else's invention a new name and passing them off as his own. He's a big fat liar!
Jeez.
Why is Cautilia so eager to get people to use the wisdom orb anyway?
Maybe he wants to finish the work started by scholars that went before him. Maybe.
We gotta warn Elhingen. He needs to stop bankrolling Cautilia right away! As for Hania, she has no idea that the fungi only attacked her ancestors because they were under the potion's influence. No wonder she holds it against them.
What is happening?
Oh, don't worry, Bongo Head. Paimon knows you're not gonna turn evil because of some floral jelly. You stayed a very good fungus even after we turned off the wisdom orb.
True.
Whoa! You can understand what Paimon's saying? Oh, wow, you're getting smarter!
Wisdom Orb isn't active.
Huh? Since when? Oh, Paimon didn't even notice.
Did we not reactivate it? Because we turned it off. It didn't know that we activated it again.
Does that mean Bongohead is hanging out with us by choice right now?
It's had a good experience with us so far.
See? Hania was wrong after all. The fungi aren't gonna lose control this time. Some fungi understand people and just want to get along, like Bongohead here. Oh, Hania did make one good point though. The Wisdom Orb has its limits. As long as that's the case, fungi won't be able to live with humans forever.
But the Wisdom Orb can calm the fungi down long enough to approach them and understand them and stuff.
I was really hoping Bongohead could join us for the rest of our journey. Isn't there a way?
We can capture it and put it in our teapot.
Yeah, it's a shame, but it seems like there's no other choice. We still have some time before the final. Should we report Cautilia to the Academia? True. For him to have made it this far, he must have been planning for a long time. If he caught wind of our plans to expose him, he'd definitely be wary of us.
You could tell Sino.
Whatever else happens, we have to give it our all on the day of the final. Let's beat Hania and knock some sense into her. Then we should get Elhingid to help us expose Cautilia for the fraud he is!
Alright, sounds like a plan.